Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? I think you guys should be good now. All right, awesome. Let's start that over. Morning, 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 guys. Welcome to another one of my intraday slash day trade analysis. Let's just go ahead and get this started. For those who are watching this live, I do apologize for being a little late this morning. Woke up late, didn't set an alarm, but let's go ahead and get this started, right? So, as I was saying, price did come up and make this on the 1 hour time frame. It did make this bullish move to 93.200, and now it's retraced back down to 78.6. I was saying that this on the 1 hour time frame, at least, this is how it was starting to show that it was making a bullish move, was when price came and broke this structure right here, because this was the high, low, lower high, lower low. You can, or if you want to even go higher than that, you can. But then you see that this price made this bullish move and broke this structure right here when made this high right here, and then it made a, so it's the low, high, lower high. I mean higher low, higher high. Then now prices came back down here, which we can argue and say that it's now going in a bearish, it's making a bearish move now. But we can see here that price came to this buy box at the 78.6 fib. That's where price is currently at, right? So I'm kind of, right now, I'm really looking for the US dollar to take off from here, right? It came down, it went a little lower than the 78.6, but I'm still feeling like it could still go bullish right now. So that's my main like objective right now. So anything that I'm trading, if the DXY breaks under these lows, then I'm probably going to be just holding a big L, right? So let's just see how these pairs are looking. Got into a couple of trades yesterday, just some 15-minute trades before I went to bed. But apparently with this drop, I just got kicked out of all those trades, so it's all right. Check out the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute hasn't really called anything either, so I'm just gonna go ahead and chill. Let's go on over to the 15 to the Euro USD. Take a look at it. Yeah, you see this is the trade I took this morning. Just a simple 8 pip move. Yeah, as soon as stop loss got hit, that's when I got the alert to get out. It's awesome. That's what I like to do. So yeah. Euro USD. Euro USD. I do know though that this was the trade that I had mentioned for this week, right? I do know that this is the trade that I've said, like, this is the trade setup that I'm looking for. So we got the 78.6 hit as well over here. So I'm in these trades currently for Euro USD, or no, not or, sorry. Change that. Oops. Hit the wrong tool. So sell box price is definitely still in that range. If my sell box. So for this, my first position, I'm in little losses right now in this position, but this position right here, I'm just getting into, and should be in very small losses as well. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and still hold these positions here. I know arbitrage isn't really giving me anything right now, and so if you are a little safer, then I would suggest waiting for arbitrage to give at least the 15 minute sell. The 1 hour time frame, it is definitely showing that it is oversold. I love seeing this candle right here like this. That's showing me that that could be a possible fake out. So, and that was the candle that got me into the trade. So, yeah, guys, I'm definitely liking Euro USD. I'm risking a total of 1% on this trade. So let's see how that plays out. Okay. So that's for EU. Looking for this to play out. Looks fantastic to me. GU got my position in. Some if you got the 78.6 position, that's even better. But yeah, you guys know that I was saying that, oh, my position got, wait a minute. Yeah. You guys could, there you go. You guys can see that, yeah, yesterday we had almost lost this entry, but I never told us to delete the order because price still came back. It came in rejected. It came in rejected down at the support. Then it came still right back up. I'm still looking for this sell. Definitely love it. It came to the 78.6. Whipped it twice. Let me even zoom in so I can look at the candles. Yeah. So came up, hit that 78.6, and then rejected off of it very nicely. Like I said, if you got the 78.6 price, then you have a better entry than I do, but I am in this sell for GU. Overall, stop loss is at 1.33133. And again, it's just like how I mentioned on the weekly analysis, that if price, hold on, before I continue. Oh crap, I forgot I let my other computers connected to my TV. There we go. So if price does end up coming up to 1.32926, this is for those who want a smaller stop loss. That's 38 pips or 40 pips stop loss that you would want to put. But I'm personally putting my stop loss up here, and I'm risking 1% on this trade as well. So that's a 60 pip stop loss for me to get 226 as a take profit right here, if it breaks through this structure down here. I'm going to be definitely taking at least my 70% profits once price gets to 1.31552 for sure. But I love this trade. So like I mentioned, I'm telling this. This is my setup. This is what I wanted to happen. It's playing out like how I wanted to so far. Therefore, I'm gonna get in, right? 15-minute time frame in 1 hour. I'm pretty sure they're not saying the same thing. But I like how on the 1 hour it is showing. Again, I took a loss right here, and let me go to the 15-minute time frame. I did give this trade out in the chat on the channels yesterday, but as soon as price hit stop loss, it hit our. I mean, as soon as price called for the exit, it hit our stop loss. So there was really no need for me to say that, okay, we got the exit alert because stop loss got hit. Right, that's why we set stop losses, and it was a very small stop loss at that. It was a 7 pip stop loss. So I'm gonna go ahead and play out this GU move. For those who want to be more safer, I would suggest for you to So I'm risking 1% on this trade, right? So I'm risking 60 pips. Yeah. All right. But yeah, so as I was saying with GPUSD, this definitely looks like it definitely has a lot of potential to drop. Especially like I said, I like seeing the overbought right there on the 1 hours overbought. Daily time frame, obviously, definitely not calling for a sell. So this is it is a risky sell, but it's my sell setup that I look for when I'm doing technical analysis. 4 hour did just call for a buy as well. Not really gonna, like I said, this is just my personal setup. Arbitrage is saying do not get in. So if you do not trust this move or you do not feel this move, then obviously just wait until the alert comes out because I do have alert set. Well, that's for short exits, which activated at 3, which is so funny. This activated 2:45. Oops. 1 second. This activated 2:45. That's so funny to me how those things are showing the times that it gave off, but then when I look at my phone, I didn't see anything. But anyways, GU selling it. 80 USD. I'm still selling this trade. Came back to my previous swing entry. So I still think that this move is still valid. So with that being said, 78.6. Gonna get into another AUD USD entry up here as well. I like this stop loss still. And this 81 pip stop loss is 0.73700. And I also like this stop loss right here and it's, like I said, it's almost the same amount of pips, just higher risk to reward on the right than on the left. But I'm just getting into this entry as well. And stop loss is up here at the 100%, which is 0.74120. And if my stop loss gets hit, then it is what it is. I'm risking 1% on both of these trades right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get into my extra entry. Just got to make sure that your risk to reward is on point. All right. Same thing, AUD USD. I'm more than sure that on the 15-minute it hasn't called for a sell. Oh, it just did call for a sell, or it is about to call for a sell in 4 minutes. But this, I don't like the way how that looks. So let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, the 1 hour is definitely setting up for that sell. So for those that don't want to take the trade right now, which is totally fine, it's in my sell box, but it's totally fine. You can go ahead and place out arbitrage for a short entry. This is what I would be looking for personally speaking, right? So remove drawings. I need the breakout, the retest, and then continuation to the downside. 1 second. So as I was saying, I want to see price do an impulsive move, impulsive breakout, retest this RSI line, and then once I get that retest of the RSI line, which is at 0.73095, I like that psychological level because, well, psychological level would be 5 pips higher, but still, I like this move right here overall for this trade. So I would be looking for this trade set up like this. Yeah, exactly like that. So this is what I would wait for personally if you're not trying to get into a AUD USD sell right now, but I'm already in it. So let me go ahead and also look at Euro USD and give a intraday trade as well, because I forgot that that's mostly what people are on here for. So likewise with arbitrage. Realistically for EU 15-minute time for no. I don't like the 15-minute how it looks. I'd rather price come down, breakout, retest, continuation to the downside. this would be a decent sell for Euro USD 1.18500 or 514. I like 1.18500 more. Stop loss right there, and then put it at a 17 pip stop loss right there. So this is what I would be looking for an intraday move for Euro USD. I like this move a lot. You get the breakout, retest, and continuation to the downside. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for on EU. I'm gonna go ahead and go GU real quick as well. Look for that intraday setup for y'all. And kind of likewise with this, I need for a price to break through the RSI line, retest it, and then go. By the time that happens, this band will look probably different, so I'm not gonna give a trade for that. But yeah, ED USD for sure. This is what I'll be looking for if you're not trying to sell it where it's at currently. All right, so let's go ahead and go on over to GBP AUD. But these are the swing trades. I like these trades more than that intraday trade, personally speaking. Damn. So this has already started to take off to the upside, but GA still the same play. It's just been playing around at this buy box, but I still want price to come up to this trend line that I drew. Still gonna set an alert on it, kind of. Then create. Still want to see this come up to this to reject off of here and then keep selling. That's all I'm seeing right now. Buy box, like I said, prices already came to the 78.6 off of this fib here, and then it's already gone up. So I don't want to necessarily buy at the 61.8, but at the same time, if I do see arbitrage giving me some type of confluence, then I'm most likely what we get again. So let's go and take a look at it. Okay, so GA 1 hour is already it just called for the buy an hour ago. If I were to get into it, which I kind of don't like it because it's already giving that wick to the upside, is I'd rather have price come back down to 1.80750 or something and then keep pushing to the upside. 4 hour time frame, I know that oh yeah, 4 hour time frame is definitely rejecting off of that RSI line right now. So now I kind of want to see if this is going to continue to the downside, because that's what usually happens once price, like I said, price is already given that sell. It's retesting the RSI line. It could potentially keep dropping from here. Daily time frame, there's nothing stopping it from buying or anything like that. So yeah, definitely GA. I'm just gonna be patient with it, and I'd rather just have price go up. I'd rather just have price come up here before I sell it or anything like that, rather than trying to sell it right here. I'd rather try to buy it right here for it to pop up and then drop. So I'm just gonna be patient and wait. On GA, don't really like how it looks. Let's go take a look at EA. All right, so EA, and I still like how this price set it looks right here. Almost came in, hit my stop loss overall. It hasn't. I'm still looking for this buy right here at the 61.8. It's a little bit more risky because then now your stop loss gets doubled basically from 42 to almost 80. But I still do like this buy. So if you're buying from right here, like I said, it's a little bit more riskier. You're risking double the amount of pips that I was risking previously, but it's still a 1 to 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, I said the same thing yesterday. I still want to see this price go bullish, even though the trade that I was in yesterday got hit at stop loss, I think, or I got out of the trade. I didn't get out of the trade, but it did give the alert on the 4 hour that it was time to get out the trade. And same thing with GA. This can be a break and retest of this RSI line. It could continue to the downside. The daily time frame isn't going against that, but the 1 hour is literally about to get called. So instead of just getting into this, why not we just wait for the breakout, the retest, and then continuation to the upside. Um, which is basically getting in at where price is at right now. So let's just go ahead and hop into this buy. I keep forgetting that is not what I want. So let's go ahead and get into this buy right here because, like I said, that's basically what the break-in retest would look like. And your stop loss could be just under this wick. I like seeing that wick. It shows that that's a possible stop hunt. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this trade as well as my previous one. I like it. And so, yeah, so I like this buy right here. This is the swing overall that I'm looking for onto the left. All the price all the way to 1.64700. I would love that. Even if it came up to 1.63414, I would love that. But I'm honestly looking for an intraday perspective for this move right here. So let's go ahead and see what happens. I like the odds I like the odds that we have here though. So that's for EA. Let's go on to Euro GBP. So Euro GBP. Dang. I wasn't paying attention. So we missed this opportunity right here that I was looking for. We missed this sell opportunity that I was looking for right here. Unfortunately, it is what it is though. Dang, price did come up almost to the 78.6 from last week. 1 hour time frame. I mean, if I'm looking for an entry for price, I'd probably want price to just come back up, retest, and then drop. But I don't think that's going to happen this morning. Honestly speaking, I really don't think that's going to happen this morning. For a price to go back up to 0.89765, it is possible, and if it does, that'd be cool for a possible sell entry. But no, I'm not feeling that right now. But this was the setup I think that I gave on Sunday. But the setup was actually for a buy, so let me not lie. But I mean, price is still technically is still solid for a buy. It's still holding over this RSI line, but then once it gives that sell signal, I'm out. But looking at it from a technical analysis point of view, I would still want price to come back up and then continue dropping. But looking at the 4 hour arbitrage, it looks like it's even starting to show that it's going to sell based off of here and here. The 15-minute, I'm more than certain, is already called for the sell. 1 hour's already called for it. Let's see what the 2 hour looks like. Just to humor me. Yeah, 2 hour called for the sell right here. It's been riding on this RSI line. This is gonna keep dropping. So if I can get a pushback up to like 0.89750, that'd be solid. And then I would look for a sell. But then other than that, I think I've like the trade's already gone. Like, the trade's not there anymore, and it is what it is. If that's the case, I'm totally fine with missing a trade. So let me actually put my alerts or put those on. EG, again, it's already made its move, so we'll see what happens. Let's go on to Euro NZD. Oh, I missed my entry for EN as well. That's too bad. So EN, I had mentioned I wanted price to come down to the fib zone, which it did come and hit the 61.8, give nice rejections there, push up to the upside. That's exactly what it's doing. I like seeing that. Unfortunately, I missed my trade entry on both technical analysis wise and also on arbitrage. So what I would want to see here, if it were to happen, don't think it is though, is for price. It already did. Never mind. It already came to the 61.8 with this wick right here, pushing to the upside. So again, I missed my entry on EN by like an hour. This is why I didn't want to wake up late, but it's okay. I probably would have missed it anyways because I probably would have been going over the setup at 30 minutes ago. But yeah, so 1 hour caught for the buy, rejected, continuation to the upside. If it can come back down here, that'd be awesome. But I don't think it is. I think it's just gonna keep going. So I missed my arbitrage entry as well for EN, but this 4 hour looks amazing. And this is what I wanted it to do regardless, is push up, retest, and then come to the upside. So I'll just move this right here. And it all plays out. So this is what I'm looking for EN. We're gonna wait for the breakout to happen, get the retest of this 4 hour RSI line, and then we'll be good to go. So this is also gonna be something that I'm watching. So I'm gonna put that up there. Let's take a look at Mr. Goldie. So price is still in this sell box from yesterday that I was mentioning. I do know that in my chat I was saying that you might want to put your stop loss if you're trading this like at 19.05 or something like that. So if you would have been trying to sell this, then you're still in this trade, you know? You're still in the trade. It's been rejecting between the 61.8 and the 78.6 since last night. I like seeing that. I want this to drop. Personally speaking, from this point of view, I want this to continue dropping. But if you go to the 4 hour time frame, then let me see if I still have these drawings up here. Do I? Apparently not. Okay. So with gold, although I do want to see this play out specifically right now for the short term, I kind of still want to see this. Internet connection unstable. Hold on. Ooh, that's my knuckles. But anyways, I kind of still want to see this come back up to this upside. I don't like the way how this 4 hour wick looks like, but I also feel like that this 4 hour wick is telling us that price is gonna go and fill up this wick. But I do still want to see price come up to like at least 1905, the 50% fib to continue dropping. But I obviously want between my sell box on the 4 hour time frame before it drops, right? So this is what I'm going to end up doing. Sell box. So what I'm going to end up doing is, 1 second. What I'm going to end up doing, I'm probably going to get into this sell, right? I'm going to get into the sell right here. I like the fib that it's at. It's currently just literally passing the 71% fib. It's totally fine with me. I'm going to get into the sell right here, but my stop loss is going to be, I don't want to have these equal highs because it came up and hit there and then rejected. Just to be safe, I'm going to keep it at the 63, at the 90% fib. If it does start to climb back up there, then I'll go ahead and take my loss. If it comes back down, then for sure, like yesterday, it would have hit my entry and stopped me out most likely. Well, if it was at the 78.6, it wouldn't stop me out. But it stopped me out and then came back down. I'm definitely looking to still sell this. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into that. They're not telling me no connection. Yeah, there we go. So this is the setup that I'm looking at for gold, 63 pip stop loss, looking for this. I just want price to come back down to these lows, but I'm definitely taking like 70% of my profits right here. So let's see how this plays out for gold. We'll go to the arbitrage indicator, 4 hour time frame, calling for a sell. Called for the sell, retested that, so I can keep going to like 1920 for sure. That's what I want to see. But I'm gonna, the 1 hour looks atrocious. Yeah, guys, if price breaks through, I'm just gonna have my stop loss. I like the stop loss for up here. This has just been calling for, like, this has been consolidating. So this is what happens when price does that on arbitrage. Just looks nasty. Same thing over here with the 15-minute and the 1 hour are calling for sells. So again, I am definitely more bearish on gold than bullish. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead and get into this trade. And if you want an intraday perspective on gold, I would put my stop loss about the same level at like 50 pips, and then you're gonna get like 72, which is down here, 1879, which isn't terrible either. It would have been way better if we would have caught it right here, so that your risk reward definitely can be more than a 1 to 2. But yeah, I do definitely like this sell to play out for sure more. Just needs to break these lows. It just needs to break these lows that I made down here, and then it's off to the races. So that is for gold. I am more interested in this setup than this one right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the US indices, and I'm gonna get out of here. All right, so S&P been in profit since yesterday. It did go a little bit drawdown, but it's still in profit since yesterday. I'm waiting for this to close up. I would just move my stop loss a little lower so that you're risking less, I suppose. And once this, my stop loss, long entrance, Euro AUD, there you go. We're already in that trade though. And so if I can get this, my stop loss, once I get that into profit, which it kind of already has, but I wanted to break these lows, then I'll move my stop loss to break even. So once price gets to 3601, I'm moving my stop loss on S&P to break even, and then I'll let in the trade ride. Okay, so that's for S&P. Let's go look at Dow Jones. Like I said, mentioned, my stop loss almost got hit with the Dow Jones. It didn't though. And so I'm continuing this to the downside, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P on arbitrage real quick. I had taken this trade, but I had set, and yeah, I had taken this trade last night, but I didn't want to give it to anybody really. I was being greedy like that. But yeah, got the drop, got the break, retest, continuation to the downside. So 3554.2 for intraday move would be the take profit on S&P. And then I have my alert set for that. Dow Jones just called for the sell. I would most definitely rather prefer price to come back up a little higher and then drop, but taking the trade from where it's at currently is not a bad idea either. So gonna go ahead and set this here. I would put my stop loss above these highs. Take it to the low at 29228.6. So this is what I'm looking at for Dow Jones and the S&P. Might not even get into any other trades, to be honest, with all these trades that I called this morning. So yeah, push to the upside, then continuation to the downside. I don't think it's going to happen, so therefore you can go ahead and get into this entry. But for those who want more of a sniper, by all means, go ahead and wait for that retest. All right. And this is a 1 to 2.40 risk reward ratio, so it's really good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there. Is there any other pairs that anybody wants me to look at? Bitcoin hit 17,000. That's wild. Ripple's at 30 cents. I love it. I'm not going to look at the crypto space this morning, though, because I only have 3 minutes left on this call. So any other pairs they want me to look at? If not, I'm going to go ahead and call it a morning, and let's make some money. Nothing? All right, sounds good, y'all. Well, hope everybody has a great morning. And again, let's make some money out here. Later.